Tonight we're beginning a two-part special investigation of secret societies. You know their names, you've probably heard the rumors. Well, now get the facts, and we're going to start with the Freemasons. 5 million people around the world are believed to be members. More of them than you might think are in positions of power in Washington, and that has led to plenty of conspiracy theories about Masons controlling our government. So we put Tom Foreman on the case to get the real story.
Cloaked in mystery, their ways hidden from view, one of the greatest secret societies holds a centuries-old sway over Washington, the Masons. Or maybe not. I met Dick Fletcher across from the White House. He's a top official with the Masons, or Freemasons as they're also known. And here, amid statues of Revolutionary War heroes, he tells us many of them were indeed Masons.
They believed in the principles of Freemasonry, and to that extent, the extent of truthfulness and the extent of ethics and honor and morality, yes. I truly hope Freemasonry had an influence in their lives.
But it wasn't a conspiracy?
Oh, absolutely not. That's just foolishness.
Or is it you're just not telling me because it's a secret?
The fraternity of Masons is so old, no one knows precisely how it originated, only that it began among European stonemasons, and in America has included a cross-section of historic figures: Thurgood Marshall, John Wayne, Harry Houdini, artists, astronauts, and many more. The Masons' political influence is legendary, traced in the book Revolutionary Brotherhood by Worcester Polytech professor Stephen Bullock.
Making a political career often involved joining the Freemasons and becoming part of that. So in American history, somewhere around maybe a third of all the U.S. presidents have been members of the fraternity.
This is the temple room.
So how do men who gather for fellowship and to raise countless millions for charities draw so much suspicion? Part of it, Fletcher knows, revolves around their initiation rite, in which a new member kneels at an altar bearing the holy books of the world's great religions and takes a secret oath.
It is not meant to be a show. It is something that is restricted to those of us that become Freemasons.
But that has spawned centuries of suspicion, readily apparent these days on the internet. People questioning the Masonic requirement that a man need only profess his belief in one God, so Muslims, Jews, Christians, and others can all belong.
That has raised some fears on the part of particularly of conservative Christians who are fearful that Freemasonry has some sort of religious element, and they're fearful that it brings people away from the church.
The conspiracy crowd looks at things like this extraordinary Masonic monument in Virginia and sees an even bigger plot for a single world government under Masonic rule. Conspiracy theorists suggest famous Masons like George Washington and his brethren embedded their belief in the very fabric of our nation. For example, on the $1 bill, look at the pyramid with the all-seeing eye up on top. And in the map of Washington itself, look at this. If you start at the White House and you simply connect some famous landmarks, you wind up with an upside-down pentagram. Satan worship, global domination. Has Professor Bullock, who is not a Mason, by the way, ever seen evidence of any of that? And neither has Fletcher.
You know, you take all the fun out of this when you say it's not a big secret.
I know it. I know it.
Of course, if he had a secret, how would we know? Tom Foreman, CNN, Washington.
And our special investigation continues tomorrow night with my report on Skull and Bones, Yale University's secret society that counts both George W. Bush and John Kerry as members.